So learning target 7.9, again, part of this is solving, part of this is being able to interpret your answer. What does that mean? Notice they want me to find the height at, when t is 3, so what is the height of the ball after 3 seconds? So first of all, calculate it. H of 3 equals negative 4.9 times 3 squared. We're substituting 3 in place of the t, plus 200. At this point, you can just plug that into your calculator. You don't actually have to do all of the steps in between. So if I take negative 4.9 times 3 squared plus 200 in my calculator, I find h of 3 equals 155.9. Now, that's the solve it, but a big part of this is and interpret the meaning. So at 3 seconds, and I'm throwing a ball, so the ball is 155.9 feet above the ground. It hasn't traveled 155.9 feet. It's 155.9 feet above the ground. Because it's talking about the height of the ball, and I'm sorry, not feet, meters. The height of the ball, and I would be measuring it from the ground, t seconds after it's released. The next one, when does the ball hit the ground? Well, when it hits the ground, when the height equals 0. So 0 for the height equals negative 4.9 t squared. T is still the variable. I'm trying to find t. So it's actually when h of t equals 0 plus 200. You could use the quadratic formula on here, but I just have a t squared term and a constant. When I don't see a t term, I just see the variable squared and the constant, I use square roots. So I'm going to add 4.9 t squared to both sides. So I have 4.9 t squared equals 200. Divide both sides by 4.9, but don't do a rounded decimal at this point. So t squared, because this would cancel, is this. So t is the square root of whatever 200 divided by 4.9 is. And if I plug that into my calculator, I get t is about 6.39. Now yes, normally we would solve and get both a plus and minus here, but saying a negative time, like it's going to hit the ground before I ever threw it, doesn't make sense. So the ball, again, interpret my answer. The ball hits the ground at 6.39 seconds. So 6.39 seconds after it's thrown, it's going to hit the ground.